So hello and welcome to Vlogmas Day 1. Today is the 30th of November, so I don't yet have my Christmas decorations up. Hoping to get them up the next couple of days. But given that I've been a bit pants at filming over the past few months, what with schedules being a bit unpredictable, it's been hard to find time to sit down for long enough to do a proper podcast. It's been a while. But obviously, welcome back to you, and to those of you who have subscribed whilst I've not been filming. Amazing, I love you. Welcome. I am planning up until Christmas to be filming a little bit each day. Whether it'll be uploaded every day remains to be seen. It kind of depends on how much footage I get. Because not everything is happening this year like it did last year. So we'll see how we go. I'm currently having an easy start to the day with my coffee and one of the cats. This is Kiki. Not performing for the camera today, but snuggled up, trying to prevent me from getting on with anything. I've got work to go to later on. For those of you that don't know, whilst last year I was basically working from home anyway, doing some closed caption and subtitling stuff, I'm not doing that anymore because I got a new job. I got a job the day before lockdown was announced. So obviously it didn't start straight away, but that's in education. So even though we've been on lockdown during November, I have been working. It's only a couple of days a week, doing some admin for a tutoring service and helping out with covering teachers when I need to. But I make as much, if not more, in those few hours than I did in a full-time week working from home. So it's more interesting and it's more lucrative, so that's all good. But otherwise, I've not really got much on the plate today. It's the last day of NaNoWriMo, so I might get a few words typed up. For those of you that are unfamiliar with NaNoWriMo, it's an annual challenge for writing. So you try and write basically a novel in a month. They set their limit at 30 of the 30 days to do 50,000 words. And I have already exceeded that, like way exceeded that, which is phenomenal. I mean, being at home a lot of the time and not having much to do has certainly helped. I have obviously done NaNoWriMo before. I've never completed it before, or at least not getting the 50,000 words in the month before. But I've pretty much got a rough draft of a novel now. It needs a lot of work before I even consider thinking about sharing it with the world. So it's very much my own sort of personal project at the minute. Whether I do anything with it next year remains to be seen. I like the plot line, I like the characters, I like the premise, but it needs a lot of polishing, because obviously if you're trying to make a target word count in a month, you don't really edit as you go. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, otherwise, not much going on. Weather's dreadful. But then it is end of November, so what do you expect? Okay, so, welcome to Vlogmas, and we'll see what I get up to over the course of the next few days. I just want to show you one thing that I got done over the weekend. Obviously throughout the course of the month I'll show you stuff that I've been making whilst we've been at home. Whilst I've not been filming, but this is actually a cross stitch that I completed years ago, and it's been waiting for a frame for years, in at least 3 years. If not 4 or 5. So I haven't been able to put it out at Christmas because it wasn't framed. But now it is, and it looks wonderful. It took me several years to do because I didn't feel right stitching on a Christmassy cross stitch during the summer. But that's just me. So yeah, Santa will be taking pride of place in amongst the Christmas decorations this year when I get them down. So yeah, some creative stuff has been happening. Obviously that cross stitch, I've been meaning to frame it for years and years. I keep meaning to get it out, but just never got around to it. See, I have been getting a few creative bits and bobs done over the months, but you'd be surprised if I didn't, quite frankly. Obviously, cardigan I'm wearing now, this is the Lulu cardigan by Pattern Scout, which was a Sew My Style pattern. I didn't manage to get it done within Sew My Style within the month for it, but hey. And it's also one of my Minerva makes, so keep an eye on the Minerva website for a blog post on that. Link to my profile on Minerva will be down below, and you can actually follow me there now as well because they've rejigged their website, so that's exciting. And also, If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I've released a sock pattern. I released it yesterday. It's available on Ravelry, but I know not everybody can use Ravelry, so it's also available on Etsy. And Coffee have started doing a digital download store for everybody on Coffee, rather than just like their premium members. I think it might have been a premium membership thing before, but now it's available to everybody. So I've set up a shop there. On Coffee at the moment, there's only the sock pattern. It's the Academy socks. I'll put a picture up here of them. But on Etsy, I've also got my Mother's Love cowl, which came out a couple of years ago. I haven't put the free hat pattern, the ladderback jack pattern, up in either of those places because I haven't worked out how Etsy charges you to list things. So I don't really want to put a free pattern up and get charged for it. I don't mind for a paid pattern, but for a free one it's a bit weird. Coffee I probably can, but I need to do a bit more looking into that. And all three patterns will be available on Lovecrafts. The Mother's Love cowl and the ladderback jack hat are already. And the sock pattern's just waiting for their process to go through. They check everything before they put it live on the website, which is nice and reassuring. But when you've already done all your editing and your test knitting and all that kind of stuff for a pattern, it's a bit of a pain. So I'll let you know when that goes live on Lovecrafts.